I am up to something evil.
Oh, damn it. What are you doing now, boss?
Well, what I am going to do is say to everybody in the chat and to everyone tuning in, let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I'll tell you later.
You better tell me later. Oh, you better tell me later what's going on.
I'm up to something evil, and Shane can't do a thing about it. Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Put jerseys on the seals?
That would be an insult to the jersey.
That'd be an insult to that.
Good morning. Welcome to the Manic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. A quick hello to Jojo Torres, Connor from Spain, the ultimate cheese gamer. Crasher is in here with us. And there's someone else that's here with us. Oh, yeah, Emily De Pena, all giving us a visit and kicking the chat wide open. This Manic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning is brought to you by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. Dietz is standing by. Jay will join us at the bottom of the hour. We got some stuff to do to catch up on Monday. And I hate to give a warning to the rest of the American League, but there's a fellow y'all need to be aware of by the name of Munetaka Murakami.
I saw that bomb he hit yesterday.
Which one?
Dude, they only showed one, but it was the deep one.
Oh, the one to right field?
Yeah, the absolute tank job.
Yeah. I hate to inform the haters of this, but that was his second home run of the day. You should have seen his first one, Oppo Taco.
First home runs back since coming off the IL. First one since July 10th, and he ain't missed a stroke.
I'm so happy for that. White Sox win yesterday 12-3 to salvage the finale of the 3-game set against the Houston Astros, and they welcome those damn Yankees tonight at 7:40 Eastern. Old Snowman will have the call. Our pregame will be at 7:30, but got a couple pieces of business to take care of. We like to call it the Whip Around, presented by Fanatics. In 4 words, welcome home, Patrick Kane. Entering his 20th season in the NHL, Patrick Kane returns to the Chicago Blackhawks on a 2-year deal. He will assume the center position in place of an injured Connor Bedard. Then he'll flip to his natural position of right wing. And oh boy, he may be in his 20th season, but Showtime has returned home. Congratulations to the 3-time Stanley Cup champion Patrick Kane, who's back home with the Blackhawks. And Shane's not going to like me when I say my next sentence.
'Instant contenders, anybody?
Instant contenders, anybody? 'Instant 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 cont Andrew Jones, Jeff Kent, and Carlos Beltran. Welcome to the Major League Baseball, to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Those three were enshrined on Sunday, which is why every team in the majors were wearing their Hall of Fame caps. It was Hall of Fame weekend, and congrats to the three new enshrinees. Speaking of enshrinees, I can't wait to see a certain Hall of Fame ceremony next month. More on that later. LeBron James has finally made a decision. Who cares? Yay. Who cares?
No. Let's be serious for a minute. LeBron's playing in Philadelphia, 2-year, $8 million deal.
As I said, who cares? And as mentioned, Munetaka Murakami hit 2 homers yesterday, drove in a career-high 6 runs as the White Sox stretched their lead in the American League Central Division to 2.5 games over the Cleveland Indians with a 12-3 mashing of the Houston Astros to salvage the finale of that 3-game series. And they welcome those damn Yankees for the first of 4. This would be 2 consecutive series coming up with playoff contenders, because after 4 with the Yankees, White Sox hit the road for 3 in Tampa, who did us 3 huge favors over the weekend. More on that when we talk baseball. But for now, that's a whip around presented by Fanatics. I got
By the way, talking about look who's coming, dear American League East, you guys have problems now.
Yeah. So the Red Sox found a way to play baseball correctly. Yay.
Hey, we're not LeBron James here. Shut up.
As I said, so the Boston Red Sox found a way to play baseball correctly. Yay.
Hey, we're 22-4 since the start of June, okay? Give me a break here.
No. I ain't giving you a break.
Why aren't you giving me a break? I'm cutting you slack with the White Sox. You guys are contenders, so aren't we?
No, you're not.
Yeah, we are. Ranger Suarez just came back and won us a game yesterday.
First of all, who in the Vita Blue, yellow-bellied, red-blooded hell is Ranger Suarez? He sucks.
He used to pitch for Philadelphia.
I know that.
And hey, come on now. We end up beating Toronto, so we're doing everybody in the AL.
Hey, listen, y'all did the whole division a favor in beating the defending American League champions. Okay?
Yeah, we took 2 out of 3.
Well, we won 5 out of 6 against the Blue Jays.
Yep.
Wait a minute. I got to get my soundboard up here. We're headed for a break. Dietz will join us in a couple moments, but I have to do something.
And one last note, dealing with the whip around in NASCAR news, part-time Corey Heim made it Heim time at Indianapolis, winning. He'll be driving for his Airness next season. The guy's made 13 starts and won 2 races. What does that mean for his season next year?
13 starts, 2 wins.
2 wins. Inaugural win at San Diego and a crown jewel win at Indianapolis. The first time he's seen either track.
We were supposed to go to Indianapolis this weekend, but then my wife realized there's a race up there. We're not going anywhere near that joint.
You were better off to stay away from Indy and Speedway because IRP was busy over the weekend too.
Oh, I know. And yes, a black man was talking baseball and hockey this morning. The joke was sitting right there.
What the hell?
We got a break. We get Totally DIETZ and talk about fake journalism in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Cause we take this job so serious.
Put somebody in the middle of the field. Like, it's not hard.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I forgot I made that one. 14 after the hour. We got Deek standing by.
Shut up about that, will you?
I'm going to do a little Karnak the Magnificent here in just a minute. Hold on. Okay. Answer's right here. Okay, let me think. A nail, a board, and the Philadelphia 76ers. Ah, yes. Name something that's hammered, something that's sawed, and something that's screwed. Forever and ever, amen.
I had a better joke than that, but we'll go with it.
What you got?
This ain't exactly PG, but we'll go with it.
Oh, okay. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. We got our stations today, and speaking of which, a hello to the folks on WHDR in the Triangle in North Carolina. We just launched that this weekend, and the folks are tuning in. So thank you all for doing that. Here's Dietz.
Passionate.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not gonna keep him off the field tonight!
Totally.
This one has a chance!
Dietz.
not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
If that doesn't whet your appetite, you're watching the wrong channel. Chris Dietz joins us on this Monday morning. What up, Dietz?
What's up, Snowman? You did you forget who else is in town to see the White Sox tonight?
The Yankees are.
Yeah, and who is joining the Yankees to watch the White Sox? He mentioned it when he was on the show.
Remind me.
Why?
Now batting number 420.
Oh, Wise. Wise is in my hometown.
Why said he was going to be in town for the White Sox series?
He did.
So,
that could be a potential playoff series, guys. We'll have to see.
Shout out to Wise. Shout out to Wise, who will be watching some White Sox baseball.
If I get a chance this week, I'm going to sneak up to Chicago because not only do I want to see Wise, I want to see Dave Sims, who is the fabulous radio voice of the New York Yankees. Okay, Deets, you gave us a layup, and I want you to lay it out.
Which one? I gave you
everyone that Angel Reese missed in the All-Star game. How about that?
How many was that?
We'll save the journalism. We'll save the journalism for Jay because because Jay is an all-star. He's an all-star journalist, so I need his. I need to get his opinion on journalist. But let's go to. All right, I watched flag football this weekend.
I didn't.
I only watched it because it was on TV at the bar. And
why did you watch that?
I got to tell you this: flag football is if that's what they're going to put in the Olympics, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. All right, there's a lot of things to pick apart about this, but they were playing flag football. Now, Snowman.
Yes, sir.
I don't know where they were putting this game. I don't know where they were putting all this stuff on this weekend. I'm guessing it was in California somewhere, but they had two teams going at each other from California. And one team was from some city in California. I can't remember the name of it, but they were representing the San Francisco 49ers.
I quit.
So I assume they were close to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay. The second team was from Los Angeles. Oh. Now, Snowman, I'm going to give you two guesses. Team from Los Angeles. Which NFL team do you think was represented by the team from Los Angeles? I'll give you two guesses.
I don't care. I don't want them.
Okay. Well, you would think Los Angeles. They have two teams, right?
You would think Rams.
Wrong.
Chargers.
Wrong. Chargers? Wrong.
Huh?
The team from Los Angeles was representing the Seattle Seahawks. Make it make sense.
I quit.
That's got as much logic in it as a Madden game.
That was the first.
Then we got this guy representing Kansas City Royals, who have been royally flushed this season.
Yeah, you guys are washed out this year.
They were representing the Seattle.
Oh, we're washed out. We're washed out. We're washed out, Shane.
The Seattle
17
Seahawks.
seconds. Didn't you lose to the Titans in the wild card?
Shut up, boy.
Didn't you lose the Super Bowl to the Giants and now the Seahawks?
Hey, I'll give Seattle their due, man. That defense was nasty. Okay.
Never thought I'd say Legion of Boom Part 2, but
facts.
Yeah. Ain't buying it till I see the second straight year. Dietz, go on, please. Now, let me come back. They're representing the Seattle. See, a team from Los Angeles. A flag football team from Los Angeles representing. Give me this button.
Seattle Seahawks.
I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna edit this button, but
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
Listen, so speaking of Seattle,
I ain't got no time for this bullshit. I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
So I wanted to ask the panel, because remember how the Hornets came back? They came as the Charlotte Bobcats and then changed their name to the Hornets later on.
We don't talk about the Bobcats. Even Michael don't talk about the Bobcats.
But I don't even think our favorite journalist talks about the Bobcats.
You expect him to talk about the Bobcats? No.
Hell no.
Wait a minute. Wait. That could go two different ways, considering who we know from that area. But our guest will not talk about the Bobcats. I know. Go on, Droid.
Do you think Seattle will start with a name other than the Supersonics and then change to the Supersonics later on?
No. They're going to be the
No.
They're going to be the Supersonics.
They're going to be
right off the rip.
They're going to right off the bat. They're going to be the Seattle Supersonics. If you don't think that, that's a lie. They're going to be the Seattle Supersonics.
I mean, if they're going to be a brand new franchise and they're going to start with a different name, they're the dumbest. They should fold the team immediately.
I mean, it's like it'd be like baseball going to Montreal and not calling themselves the Expos.
Yeah,
but what name would they give them? What name? If you were to poll the citizens of Seattle, and I know a few of them, and you were to do a contest of name the new Seattle NBA team, do you know not one person would not say, and don't put that in the cabinet, please, would not
it's
say
this time.
Just don't put it in the cabinet, okay? But not one person would not say the Seattle Supersonics. Seattle Seahawks.
I don't know. That jersey's tainted by the legacy of Kevin Durant.
Gary Payton,
Rockets.
Sean Kemp.
Gary Payton, Sean Kemp. Gary Payton, Sean Kemp.
Imagine Gary Payton is second in a Supersonics jersey.
I mean, the bigger question would be what uniform and what colors do they come with? Do they come with the old school green and yellow, or do they go with the green and red?
I feel like it'd be wrong to not do green and yellow.
I would think you go green and yellow, but
because we're not the old Milwaukee Bucks, You're not that dark forest green with the red and the tan. You're the Supersonics. You are the Seattle team. I would hope you would match the Storm and go green and yellow.
That's how the Storm were born anyway. That's the colors that they borrowed from when they created the team. You go green and yellow. They come back as nothing other than the Seattle Supersonics.
I got my coffee this morning.
I mean, the Sean Kemp. I still have one. I still have it at home. I still have a Sean Kemp jersey at home.
I wish I got a Rockets jersey before Kevin Durant got to Houston. I'm gonna be so honest. I wish I had a T-Mac jersey, a Yao Ming jersey.
Man,
hell, I'd even take a Russell Westbrook Rockets jersey over a Kevin Durant jersey.
You take none of those jerseys.
So get a Ralph Sampson jersey.
T-Mac? Are we serious? Tracy McGrady?
He sucked.
Tracy McGrady did not suck. He was the main reason why the Rockets are so good in that era.
You know what, Droid? Let me give you a little education here. Give me this camera. Give me this.
Houston Tracy McGrady was the best version of Tracy McGrady.
There are two players. If you want to really represent the Rockets, there are two players. Two.
If you say Hakeem Olajuwon, I'm gonna smack you.
then I'm gonna get smacked because one is Akeem Olajuwon, the other is Ralph Sampson. Okay,
boss.
Period. I'll give you another one. I'll give you another one. Otis Thorpe. I'll give you another one. Kenny the Jet Smith. All right.
I'd rather die than wear a Kenny the Jet Smith jersey.
Boss,
you wear one.
Vernon Maxwell. You could get a Vernon Maxwell jersey. You could get a Sam Cassell jersey.
You gotta remember, I do not. You know what? I'm gonna say this as respectfully as possible. I do not care about y'all's era. I care about the era I grew up in. Okay, that's what I'll say. I will look at the statistics. I will agree with you with the Jordan LeBron debate, but don't tell me what jerseys I need to wear. Okay.
Tracy
McGrady.
The best version of McGrady. The best version of McGrady.
Where did Yao Ming make his name? And you telling me not to wear his jersey?
I'm telling you exactly not to wear his jersey. And I see the steam. Just a moment. Let me joke around with Joy for a minute. I see the steam coming from. I see the steam coming from his ears. Listen, I joke around with you about whose jersey you should wear. And Droid, you've already expressed to me how much you love Tracy McGrady. Okay, I love watching him play too. I'm doing that just to mess around with you. Okay.
Now hold up.
I'm just naming players from the era I grew up with. And again, to Droid, let me give him this camera while he drinks his coffee.
It's about, but here's the thing: it's about respecting each other's eras. I grew up in the T-Mac Houston era. Right. I didn't really get to see T-Mac in Orlando. I didn't get that. I barely even got to see Shaq. You got to realize that I grew up in the era of Yao Ming, T-Mac. I grew up when Russell Westbrook had the weird advertisements on the back of his jersey with his name, the weird arch lettering on the jerseys back in 2020 during the bubble era. I mean, I grew up on that.
Then I have a question. Did you see anytime Steve Francis was with the Rockets, or was it just McGrady?
I got to see the end of Steve Francis into the McGrady Yao Ming era where they were constantly making the playoffs, and then I got the Harden era, and then I just realized we've had all three of the Super 3 OKC Thunder. We had Harden, we had Westbrook, and we had Durant.
And now Durant,
But the thing is, out of every one of those Super 3 I would love back in Houston or to stay in Houston, goodbye, Kevin Durant. Welcome back, Russell Westbrook. I can't.
Just a moment. At least you're not in the position that your friend Blake is in.
Well, no, he's in a better position now. He got Jaylen Brown on his team.
But who else?
BJ Edgecombe. I'm not highlighting LeBron James, Joel Embiid. I'm highlighting the better players on that team. Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, BJ Edgecombe. Like the best three I can think of from Philly are those three guys. Call Jaylen Brown Mr. Hairline the way he rubs off on his team.
The problem with that though, Droid, is the problem with that, and this is from watching Jaylen Brown all his career so far. Jaylen Brown is great with the ball in his hand. LeBron James is good with the ball in his hand.
That's the problem you have.
There's only one basketball. If they had 3 basketballs, those guys would play great.
Right.
But I don't know about Joel though. Joel ain't even good with the basketball.
Wait a minute. You know what?
I'm saying this as growing up as a KU fan, watching that man in Kansas. That man isn't even good with the ball in his hand. What are you talking about?
But he ain't good. You know what I need? He's even worse without the ball. He's even worse without the basketball.
You know what I need to find? I need to find the 5 minutes where I laid into Joel Embiid on the Grilled Sports.
I found it.
You found it?
I just got to cut it.
Because when Blake, we got Jay Spivey standing by.
Did you say with Blake Griffin?
No. I said, you misunderstood me. I said, we have Jay Spivey standing by.
No. You said when Blake Griff, and then you said with Jay Spivey standing by. You almost said Blake Griffin.
I know. I slipped. I slipped. I was trying to give the time, and then Griffin came out.
The super light skin.
The super light skin. When Blake revealed that his favorite player was Joel Embiid, the next thing Droid does is call me. and I nearly hung up when he informed me of that.
I think you said something like, I'm going back to bed.
I did. I said, I'm going back to work. We got Jay Spivey standing by. Dietz has a question for him, so let's get into it. Yes, we talk about baseball, and Jay Spivey is with us. Good morning, sir.
How dare you guys not talk about America's team, the Charlotte Hornets?
But Spidey, before we get to Dietz's question, I have to ask you: do you think the Hornets are way better off without LaMelo?
No. No, you can't convince me of that. Nobody can convince me of that. No.
Can't convince me.
You mean Mr. Reckless Driver himself?
Don't care.
All right, let's get to business. Dietz, lay it on him.
All right, Jay, I need your help here because we talked about the article on Friday, the contents of the article, but I read an article last week that was, the title of the article was Adam Silver calls Caitlin Clark political football. Okay?
Okay.
Now, this was an 8-paragraph article. The first 2 paragraphs were about Adam Silver and Caitlin Clark. The next 6 paragraphs were about Alyssa Thomas receiving death threats.
Okay.
And I'm trying to piece this together as the title of the article was about Adam Silver and Caitlin Clark, not about Alyssa Thomas. And over 60% of the article was about something that's not in the title. Like, is this normal? Is this normal journalism? Because I was always told if you write something, if you write the title, your article should be about what the title is.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, in this day and age, and I am not condoning this whatsoever, but it's all about clickbait now.
He's right.
And unfortunately, the headlines are what make people. Well, most people don't even read anything anymore, so they just read the headline and they just move on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People have the attention span of about who knows what.
I mean, it just upset me. I was like, I had to read the article twice because I thought I got through the first 2 paragraphs, then all of a sudden I'm reading the rest, and I was like, did the screen jump on me? Am I reading a whole? I'm reading a whole different article inside of what I was.
It's not just
I came here to learn about Caitlin Clark and Adam Silver, and not about Alyssa Thomas.
Well, I know that he has some say so over the WNBA, but the real issue was Kathy stinking Engelbert, who's got to be the worst commissioner of all sports.
Well, she's proven that, and we got another. I just wanted to get your opinion.
Oh, it happens all the time.
As a writer yourself, like that just seems sketchy to me. Like,
oh no, it happens all the time.
This is something that also happens in YouTube beats. Like, you know, more people read YouTube titles than they do watch the actual video. And this is somebody who's been chronically on YouTube for 20 years. Like, so like, I was an iPad kid, so I've been on YouTube for longer than I probably know I had.
Right.
But, it's kind of crazy
nothing against you, but I know that you have.
Yeah,
but your generation is.
But it's where everybody gets their knowledge. Like, like people are like their car knowledge is TikTok car knowledge. You know what I mean? It's like, but their sports knowledge is TikTok sports knowledge. Anyways, But I've also, I've noticed throughout YouTube, like the biggest thing is clickbait, and all news articles and, sports articles are doing is taking a page out of YouTube's book, really clickbaity title, clickbaity photo, boom. All of a sudden your articles are blowing up because you're not talking about the actual thing you're writing about.
Right.
You're just getting the clicks. But I also wanted to ask Spivey, because I've noticed this not even just on the 4-letter network, but most sports articles. Is sports article writing just getting shorter and shorter as time goes by because of the lower attention spans of my generation?
Yes. I'll answer that. I've been in this game 30 years. Jay's been in the game longer than I, but I'll answer your question first. Yes, it has gotten the sports articles especially have gotten smaller and smaller and smaller because and this is my opinion and my opinion only, I believe, people don't want to put in the work anymore. I
don't think it's just about putting in the work, Snowman. I think it's about attention spans in the modern age. With TikTok, Instagram Reels, Snapchat's got their own Reels feature now. With all these short form content videos going out, there's not really much need for long articles. So I think that's why one of the big reasons. And also, sometimes people just don't want to write so much. And it kind of upsets me because I applied to be one of a NHL writer. I wrote a lot, but my reading was comprehensible.
Mm-hmm. And that's what they don't want. There's the thing. You just said the key word, and I think Jay will agree with me here. You just said the key word. Comprehension, comprehensible. And to outline your point even more, Droid, the attention spans are shorter than Muggsy Bogues. It's the short form content, and someone told me this, that the short form content makes everybody grow. So what does that do? It takes away, and I'll go back to my point, from people putting the work in.
Well, let me also iterate, Brian, that the reason why it takes so much away from long-form content is because people are doing it wrong. There's a way that you can promote your long-form content via posting short-form shorts, posting those small little bits on YouTube. It's about making sure not only is the long form linked, but you have grabbing topics, something that people want to listen to, something that people want to sit down and actually listen to long form. You get multiple content bits, the big keywords for what we talk about, Caitlin Clark, LeBron James, the big name athletes is what's going to get the clicks. And that's something I've noticed. When we talk about LeBron, all of a sudden our views go up. Our views on our shorts go up. But the moment we start talking about other teams like the Denver Nuggets, and, we start talking about the Golden State Warriors. If we talk about the Golden State Warriors and don't mention Wardell, Stephen Curry, suddenly, where'd all the people go? It's the problem with short form content. It's being done wrong. It is being done wrong. I will say that for the people in the nosebleeds at Kauffman Stadium. It is being done wrong. I'll say it even louder for the people in the nosebleeds, top seats in Soldier Field in Chicago. It is being done wrong.
Let's get Jay's thoughts on that. Jay, can you expand on that point?
Well, I could have sworn that question was asked to me, and I never had a chance to answer it. So I will refrain from answering it now, since I was really interrupted.
We're sorry about that. Will you answer it now, please?
No, I apologize. I as I stated before, it's clickbait.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Most of the writers do a good job. There's some writers who don't care.
But why? But why is it like that now? That's a question I've been wondering. Yeah.
It's that simple. It's clickbait.
It's what makes the most money.
I couldn't care less about clickbait. I'm there to do my job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what. Honestly, I don't care. I do want people to read it, but I don't care about analytics of a story. I don't care. If you told me 1,000 people read it, I don't care. If you compare my story to another story I wrote next week, I don't care. I mean, yes, I want people to read it, but I don't care about the numbers of it.
You know, that's something I've gotten back to, and that's why I stepped back into doing play-by-play virtually now. I kept worrying about the numbers, and as Jay says best, the clickbait. I don't care, and Jay, I agree with you. I don't care anymore. I love doing what I do, and you love doing what you do. We all do. We all do in this business. The clickbait has it, Jay? Let me ask you this: has it completely ruined the craft, or is
there
it?
There are too many people, including people who've been in this business longer than I have, or close to as long as I have, who are obsessed about how many people read their story, including management. Forget about that.
Exactly. I don't care.
So I also wanted to iterate on what I mean by correctly do it. So what people don't understand is like it's not about the grabby titles, the grabby topics. It's more the short form content's more or less about consistency. It's more or less about how often are you posting these clips. So Ryan, what I'd say for like the show is take a few clips to set aside for the weekend so you're able to consistently post. When you're consistently posting, if you don't have those gaps on the weekends, it's going to be easier. And, you know, learning the hot hours of the day. So like when people are on the most. So think about like, oh, who's on their lunch breaks? You know, what industries on their lunch breaks? Something you should never post. A time you should never post around is usually what I would say is noon, because nobody's going to be on their phones. They're going to be more or less at work, or they're going to be, you know, they're going to be eating out with family, you know, something like that. I'm not saying families aren't on their phones. It's just not as many. You're going to get those 3 p.m. hours is going to be your best shot at the best numbers because of the fact of, you know, especially around the school year, kids are getting off school around that time. You know, parents are finished picking up their kids from school. People are getting out of work. They're on their lunch break. It's the biggest traffic hour. So it's about pinpointing that traffic hour, especially for your fan base, especially for the people that watch your show. And
let me ask Jay this question, and I know the main answer is clickbait, but even in sports journalism, who made the analytics so important when you're putting content out there?
When I hate to even use this word because it's become so objectified now.
Mm-hmm.
When people who run journalism departments, whether it be news stations, networks, newspapers, websites, whomever,
right?
When it became all about money is when it became an issue.
When do you think that happened? Because I can honestly say I asked this question.
Well, you can argue this as much as I liked the show before Barry Weiss took over the network.
Mm-hmm.
You can argue this started when 60 Minutes started.
Okay.
When it became obvious that a show like that could make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you look at stations now. I mean, some stations have news on all day.
All day. Yeah.
I mean, do you really need news at 4 a.m?
No.
Who's up at 4 a.m?
And it's the thing is at 4 a.m, there was usually a late movie on.
Or it would be nothing but color bars and the
national anthem.
National anthem, yes.
At 5
after a certain
5 a.m.
time, there would be nothing on TV.
Right.
Listen, like when I grew up, you know, especially watching Cartoon Network, it was always Adult Swim was on after that hour.
Yep. I can't say. Well, Jay pointed out when it happened, which was well before my time and well before I actually started to notice media and what it and what it does. There have been so many changes with this since I've been in the game. When I started in 1995, there's been a lot of lazy journalism, and Damien, I'll highlight your point. There's been a lot of lazy journalism. To highlight Jay's point even further, there's been a lot of clickbait. Yes, some people are doing it wrong, but then there's folks like Jay and myself that appreciate anybody that tunes in.
Have you been to a press conference recently, or whether it be after a game or just a regular press conference? Have you been to one recently?
No, I
All
can't.
right.
I have
just
not.
Go to anyone. It doesn't matter what it's about. And if
Mm-hmm.
you're in there with print reporters / online reporters who are good and understand the craft, and go in there with some TV reporters, especially camera people. And I'm not trying to put them all down, because I'm not trying to put them all in one lump sum, but go in there and listen to the difference in the questions they're asking. You tell me who's doing their job and who's not.
You're right.
Most of the time, especially if it's not a sports reporter and it's just a camera person in there asking the question, the questions are embarrassing.
Yeah. The press conference.
The questions now are driven by, I want to write this story, so I want to get a quote about whatever it is, and most of the time, it's not people who it's not like, it's like Jay said, it's news people, it's online people, it's not sports people, it's not people who are asking about what happened in the third quarter when this and this happened. Like it's totally different now. It's totally different.
I hate to do this, because I understand the kid was trying to get his footing, but I was at the North Carolina Regional Basketball Championship in March, and there were a handful of us in there who were regular reporters. There were a handful of TV reporters. And there was this one kid who was probably, 12 or 13 years old, and there was his mom, who apparently was brought in there. I guess, I don't know for sure, but it looked like he was working for Nike or somebody. And he was asking questions, and I was like, what is this? Because none of it was even relevant to what I had seen, and the game was great. And he was asking just questions that meant nothing.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a sideshow like that.
No,
that's where we're at. That's where we're at these days. I mean, just look at this. Just look at the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl media day has been made into a complete circus. And that should be like the biggest media day that there is, and it's been made into a complete joke.
Should be the biggest media week. It should be the biggest media week with the questions based upon the game, the upcoming game, the biggest game, hang tight, droid, the biggest game of the year. It should be that. I've watched a few Super Bowl press conferences recently, and it's like Jay said, it's a clown show now.
Yeah.
I'm going to push back on that one a little bit.
Okay.
I understand why the NFL does it. I don't particularly like it, but I understand why they do it. They want to appeal to a wider audience. Now, the real NFL reporters are not going to really pay a whole lot of attention in the media day. They're going to be there all week anyway, getting the stories they're going to get anyway.
Right.
But that media day is a bunch of fluff. They're there to appeal to women and kids and people who don't normally watch football. And I understand why you got to do that.
But Jay, that's fine if it's that day, and like you said, it's trickling over now to where
I'm well aware of that.
And but that's what I'm saying. That's where that's kind of ground zero of where all this started, where it was like, oh, if we ask a question about their personal life, or we ask it, no, we want to know about the game that just happened or something that happened in the court. That's what we're there. That's what we're there to find out.
Watch any pro or college sports game, and look at the dugout reporters and the sideline reporters who supposedly are good at what they do.
Yeah.
Name me anyone who asks relevant questions before, during, or after the game.
I really can't.
And a lot of them are really reputable reporters. the question and the ones that get me, and I get that this is part of the game now, which I don't understand.
Right.
Why are you interviewing coaches in the middle of the game?
You just read my mind. You just read my mind.
NHL, that's a big problem.
Yeah, it is a big problem. Now, I, as a producer, understand how I get the technical part of it and how they do it. During baseball, and yes, we talk baseball here. That gets on my nerves because that time should be reserved for the players and the manager to concentrate on the game. Why are you doing interviews, be it taped or live or whatever, during the game?
I don't care what a coach says in the middle of the game.
Well, how many times do we see it? And because we got college football coming up. How many times do we see coach coming off at halftime? Oh, coach, what do you think about this call? Mm-hmm. Well, we got to play. We got to play better. We got a few things we got to fix up. And we'll come. They give the same answer.
Do you think he or she is ever going to be honest with you about no matter what?
Yeah.
No, not a chance. Not a chance.
Do you think they're going to? I mean, if you ask in the middle of the game, well, coach, what did you think about that play where you didn't do such and such? Well, they're going to deflect. They're not going to answer the question.
Exactly, because they want to get in and talk to their team. They want to start making adjustments. I don't like.
They want to get in the locker room. They don't care.
Right. They want to get in the locker room.
I'm not even talking about the pre-halftime interviews. I'm talking about like in between quarters and
yeah.
What are they going to tell you?
What they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you anything. They're going to deflect the daylights out of it.
I can't even imagine. I'm getting ready to start high school football here in a couple of weeks. Yeah. I can't even imagine walking out of the press box in the end of the first quarter and going down to talk to the coach about something. I can't even imagine doing such a thing.
You know what? When I was down in North Carolina, and I forgot the station, if you want to call it that I worked for, but I was supposed to be. This is one of the final regular season weeks of the year. I was supposed to be the play-by-play announcer, which means I put the headset on and I describe every play. I cannot tell you how it just made me so angry that I kept getting interrupted by the color commentator. And on top of that, at the end of the first and the third quarters, the sideline reporter we had was trying to get interviews, coaches' interviews.
Who cares?
You don't have the time or the space, especially with a high school football game. I'll use that as an example because you only have 12 minutes in a quarter.
Yeah.
And you barely get 90 seconds. You barely get 90 seconds in between quarters. And Jay, you said it beautifully and you took the thought right out of my head. They're not going to tell you anything.
No.
They're not going to tell you anything. What I was taught and what I continue to stick with, you get interviews after the game. And for me in particular, for my pregame show, I tape the interview a couple days in advance. That way the coach's mind is clear. They can see and feel where you're going. They can give you a proper answer in preparation for them to coach the game and you to cover/call the game. I always do my pregame shows in advance. Because
I'm not even talking about that. Everybody does that. I'm just talking strictly once you get to a game type situation, no matter what it is, they're not going to answer you with a straight face.
They're not going to. Nope. They're not going to. They're not
so
going to.
So it's going to end up being fluff.
Mm-hmm.
All of it's fluff.
And there's more of it now than there was before.
And especially if there's an injury in the game and a reporter asking, coach is not going to answer that.
Nope.
Yeah, nope. They're not gonna. I've been a coach. I've been asked by. I've seen my head coach asked by reporters, but he's not telling you anything. And And usually he's telling you something that he's not telling. Like, he's already told us the real story, and he's telling you what needs to be said.
Yeah. He's giving you coach
he's
speak.
not telling you the
Everybody
whole
has to have a sideline reporter or a dugout reporter. None of whom have, most of whom are terrible at their jobs.
When I was doing the White Sox game yesterday, no, check that. Friday, they got something with the Chicago Sports Network called Friday All Access. I can't tell you how many times a player or a coach was interviewed while the game was going on. And of course, they put it on a split screen that you see the interview in one corner and the gameplay in the other corner. All I can think of was, that's a distraction. Am I wrong in thinking that way? That's a distraction and a half from the game.
Well, the problem is all these networks are requested as part of all these new TV deals. So there's pretty much no other way for these coaches and managers to get out of it.
Well, Jay, you know this very well. Could you imagine having a hot mic in a Bobby Cox dugout? That whole sequence would just be bleeped.
Can you imagine having a hot mic in a Bobby Knight situation?
Well, how about this? And I know that the younger generation likes this garbage, but I don't like it at all. We just had the Major League All-Star game 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Where a number of players and managers were mic'd during the game.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't care less what you're talking about in the middle of the game.
That brings
especially from a pitcher who has no time to talk.
No.
And they were talking to pitchers. Well, what are you gonna throw now? Who cares? Let's watch it.
Let's watch it and let him pitch. Let the players play. I don't like and Jay, I do not like either when the players are mic'd up for an all-star game or whatever. If you're gonna get that, you can just produce that at the end of the quarter, like they used to do, and go from there. But during the game, no, I don't like that.
Speaking
Instead of doing that, how about
hey
getting
Jay,
us
I got a question
agreement
for
so
you.
we'll actually have a season next year.
Say that again, Jay.
Instead of yammering on about nothing during the All-Star game, how about getting a collective bargaining agreement together so we could actually have a season next year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please. I want baseball next year, doggone it.
I'd be shocked if they started on time next year.
Yeah.
And I hope I am.
That
so
whole
wrong
thing is
about
a train.
that.
That whole thing is the CBA is a train wreck.
It is a train wreck. And I don't think we're going to have I hate saying this, being one of the biggest baseball fans on earth. And I know my pop is turning over in his grave, as is my granddad. I don't think we're going to have a season next year.
I hope I'm wrong, but I'd be shocked if they started on time.
I'd be shocked about that also. I would be shocked about that also.
They're so far apart on so many things.
And while we're talking about sports reporting, they're behind on this, they're behind on that. Just come to me when they have a deal, or say we're not going to have a season next year, or we're not going to start on time.
Right.
Just do that. Just do that, because everything else, to use Jay's word, and it's totally right, is fluff.
It's fluff.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I saw a commercial on YouTube. I think it was last week.
Mm-hmm.
It was sponsored by Major League Baseball, and it was all about how baseball is the only sport that doesn't have a salary cap, and it was all about how baseball would be so much better with a salary cap. And I was like, this is sponsored by Major League Baseball. The Players Association is never going to go for this, and it's just going to. When I saw that commercial, I was like, "Holy cow!"
Well, get
get
used to it, because it's in some form or fashion, it's going to happen at some point. So the players might as well get used to it. So if it takes missing all next year to get this done, as much as I would hate it, it has to be done for the betterment of the sport.
Yep.
It cannot be the Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Mets, whomever else. It cannot be just these 5 teams spending every year.
Mm-hmm.
And there needs to be a salary floor as well as a salary cap.
Yes.
Well, that's what they kept saying. They kept saying the salary cap. They kept saying salary cap. They never mentioned, and we need a floor I was like, that's
going to have to be a floor
where
as well.
you're going to have to give. And that's why I said Major League Baseball can't be sponsoring. They can't be sponsoring this, knowing a CBA argument's coming up. It's just going to lead to it's just terrible. It was a terrible commercial. Terrible spot.
And Major League Baseball is sponsoring this. Major League Baseball is sponsoring this.
But Jay, I got a question that goes to our next hour of program. So maybe we'll dive into it a little more. But I'll give my answer in a little bit. But Jay, speaking of college football, the Big Ten's won the last 3 national championships.
Michigan, Ohio State, and Indiana.
So, Jay, who's the best conference in college football?
I'll tell this to everybody. I told this to a bunch of people the last couple of weeks with all the media days.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, at the top right now, the Big Ten is better. But from top to bottom, it's not even close, which is better. The SEC from top to bottom is 1,000,000 times better than the Big Ten. The SEC has almost no weak teams. The Big Ten has several, if not many, big weak teams. They can't compete with those teams. It's not even close.
Droid, your thought. Who do you think has the best conference in college football heading into this season?
SEC is not even close.
You know what? I think this is I'm going to make Jay laugh. This is my homerism coming out, but given the fact they have won the last 3 Big Ten, the last 3 national championships, beg your pardon, it's the Big Ten. But I will give a nod also to the SEC because you have no weeks off in SEC competition.
That's my point.
None. You have no cupcake weeks in the SEC. None.
You're not going to play Rutgers.
Nope. You're not going to play Michigan State for all intents and purposes.
Maryland.
You're not going to play.
And up until recently, UCLA, you're not going to play them.
Nope. You're not going to play UCLA. You're not going to
play
USC.
Alabama and Texas A&M and Oklahoma and Georgia and Auburn
Tennessee.
and Florida and everybody. There's no weak teams in the SEC.
There is no week. There are no weeks off. There are no weeks off in the SEC.
If I may, the reason for that is the SEC is pure smash mouth football. That is why. The SEC is the toughest division in college football. Not just the strongest, but the toughest.
Say it again. No weeks off.
None.
Because you could be as powerful as the Georgia Bulldogs, and you still have to play Tennessee. You still have to play Alabama. You still have to play Auburn, and Auburn could be as downtrodden as Rutgers, but they're going to give you a game. Anybody remember the kick 6?
Yes. Iron Bowl.
You could be playing Texas A&M, and Texas A&M could be downtrodden.
As much of a crap show as LSU was last year.
They're going to give you a game.
Anybody wanted to go to Death Valley to play last year?
Not a chance.
Especially under the lights?
Not a chance. When the whole town of Baton Rouge shuts down for Tiger football? No. You don't want to play LSU in the lights. You don't want to play LSU under the lights? No. Not a chance.
You think you've seen soap operas in the SEC, especially when Ole Miss played at Tennessee a couple years ago? Mm-hmm. You wait till you see when LSU comes to Oxford, Mississippi. September 19th.
Yep. You want to talk about a soap opera?
See the soap opera for that one.
I might have to do that game.
September 19th.
September. Do you have a kick time for that? If that's
It
a
will
night
most
game,
likely be a night game because I'm sure game day's going to be there for sure.
if that's a night game,
I
doing
think it's a 7:30 game. I think it's already been announced.
I'm doing it. I got to do it.
You haven't seen anything until you've seen the hatred that's going to happen in that game.
The hatred that rolls through the SEC. And one of the big matchups I would love to see in person one day is Alabama and Auburn.
Listen, I also will say the SEC is way better because the rivalries run deeper.
Mm-hmm. It's the longest running SEC rivalry. I think it's Georgia and Auburn.
The longest running rivalry in sports.
Georgia and Auburn. Can't wait to see it. Jay Spivey joins us as he does every Monday. Great conversation today, my friend. I appreciate it. We'll talk some more college football next week.
All right, sounds good.
I will use the immortal phrase of my wife, Jody. Dear Big 12, dun, 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 dun. Second hour introduce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. because we take this job so serious.
I'm sorry, what are these things called?
Spices?
Spices, thank you. My brain went bleh.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Can't believe what I just read. I'll talk about it later. 11 after the hour, we owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
Broadcasting live in your region, across our nation, and around the world, this is Snowman Multimedia.
To all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters.
Well, that game sucked.
I am cute.
The is that?
You tripping. Who told this lie?
Shut up!
Jarrell Jones has no brains. His football acumen is the same capacity as Gun Run's moral capacity.
Dietz, I'll let you answer your question. Who's the best conference in college football?
Okay. So as I said, I wanted to leave my answer out because I wanted to let Jay expound on his and let everybody else talk before I give the right answer. And it's definitive. It's not even close. It's the SEC.
The Pac-12.
Yes, the Big Ten. Yes, the Big Ten has won.
Stop.
The Big Ten
Time.
won the last
Hold it.
three.
Hold it.
Why?
Because of what Droid said. Joking
Why?
around.
The Big 12. No one cares about it.
Pac-12.
No one's cared about the Big 12 for 20 years now.
Didn't say the Big 12.
He
Might want to get the mirror check.
He said the Pac-12.
I said in the most nerdy voice ever, the Pac-12.
No.
Go on,
Hey,
Dietz,
the Pac-12.
please.
The Pac-12 is back.
Kinda.
Hey, they're back. But no.
But don't they only have 8 teams?
The reason why the SEC is still the best conference is
no weeks
this
off.
is the only time rankings are worth anything.
Mm-hmm.
The worst team in the SEC is Arkansas.
Yeah.
And they're ranked 55.
Mm-hmm.
The Big Ten has 4 teams ranked lower than 60.
Yeah.
Including Rutgers, which is 98. And the worst team in the SEC is ranked 55.
55. Yep. That's
Yes,
Arkansas.
the Big Ten has great teams at the top. Yes, they have great teams at the top. But if you look at the top 30 college football teams, the SEC has 11 of them.
Yeah.
And the Big Ten has 7. So once you get out of the top 10, it's not even close.
No,
But once
it's
you
not.
go, but what we just talked about, what you guys just talked about with the scheduling of games,
Mm-hmm.
I've already written out games to watch from each conference.
All right, what you got?
The SEC has The SEC has 26 games that you are going to need to watch this year.
Mm-hmm.
The Big Ten
has
15.
Well, there you go.
26 to 15. And then, so that's just scheduling. Then when you get to actual players in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon has Jeremiah Smith. Yeah, they have Dante Moore. Okay. The SEC has Arch Manning, Trinidad Chambliss, Gunnar Stockton, Sam Levitt, Marcel Reed, John Mateer, Lenora Sanders, Byron Brown, KJ Jackson. That's just at quarterback.
That's just a quarterback.
You go down the list of every position, and it just gets
It's not
wider
even
and
close. It's not even close.
Running backs: Kewan Lacey, Ahmad Hardy, Jordan Baugh, Caden Durham, Nate Frazier. They have all of the best players at the top at the positions. You go through those lists, it's not even close. So the SEC, as much as, and you're going to see a lot of people. I saw a lot of videos this weekend of people. Oh, the Big Ten's taken over because they've won championship. Just because you won championships doesn't do anything, because the SEC is still there. The SEC is still the most dominant conference in football,
and they have.
And it's not even close. It's not closing. They're not closing the gap.
The gap's getting wider.
Yeah,
the gap's getting wider with that list you just mentioned. That quarterback alone, there's your Heisman Trophy candidate list right there. They're all in the SEC. I don't know of a quarterback in the Big Ten that can even match the lowest rated quarterback in the SEC. I don't know of one that exists.
Well, right. Well, no, you got two that were there last year. I mean, to give the Big Ten its due, you've got Dante Moore. Dante Moore is going to be there whether we like it or not.
And I don't trust Dante Moore.
I mean, right now, Oregon comes in as Oregon's going to come in as one of the top teams. So you got to give Dante Moore. He was there, and also, if Ohio State does what Ohio State usually does, and the Super Saiyan, and he
quit using my phrase.
If he goes Super Saiyan,
quit using my phrase, man.
Julian, that's a Dragon. That's Dragon Ball. That's a Dragon Ball Z. That's Dragon Ball Z.
And it was sitting right there on a silver.
And it's right up for grabs when you got a quarterback when you got a quarterback named Julian Saiyan. I mean,
I know. It was I used it. Look, I used it all year last year. He's got and with a guy like Jeremiah Smith who can break a game. And we all know how reporters are. It doesn't matter. Jeremiah Smith can catch 10 balls for 220 yards, and everybody will go, "Oh my God, Saiyan threw for 300 yards." And it's like, yeah, but Jeremiah Smith had 200 of them. 200
like, he's the guy you should be looking at. But no, that's not how how Heisman media works. That's not how the Heisman media works.
It's not. Damian Hernandez says Arch Manning is a bust. I don't know why people are hyping him up. Well, if Arch Manning is a bust, Damian, who's your college quarterback? A droid, go.
Huh?
What? You had raised your hand, and I'm sorry I stopped you in the middle of Jay's explanation and I never got back to you. I have to apologize to you for that. That's why I was quiet after the break, because I felt so bad about it.
Because the original question was for Spivey, and now I lost that question. I'm gonna have to hold it till next Monday. But
it'll come back.
Honestly, I think like people are numb to the competitive difference between the SEC and the Big Ten and all other conferences. You know, because they look at teams like, historically, Vanderbilt hasn't been the best team in terms of the SEC, but but Vanderbilt will still beat Rutgers, Maryland at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Even last year, Mississippi State finishing rock bottom of the SEC. You put them against Rutgers, not even a contest.
They'll blow them out. Playmaker is with us. He says, look at September 26th slate in the SEC. District Nation. Play-by-play announcer, online play-by-play announcer for everything Washington, the Redskins, the Bullets, and the Nationals. I don't know if he does the Capitals or not, but District Nation, good morning to you.
Yeah, the 26th is going to be a tough day.
It's going
to be a tough day.
What are some of the games on the
Georgia?
26th?
You got Georgia versus Oklahoma.
Oh dear.
You got LSU. LSU versus Texas A&M.
Okay.
You got Bama versus South Carolina.
Next.
Oh Lord.
Those are the three big ones in the SEC that week.
Where is Bama, South Carolina? Is it in Columbia or is it in Tuscaloosa?
It is going to be in Tuscaloosa.
Are they going back to Tuscaloosa?
Yep,
South Carolina last year.
Bama versus South Carolina. So
okay, it's in Tuscaloosa. Damien says, I don't have a college team. I'm not really into it like that, but I have seen Arch Manning in Texas games, and he hasn't been looking good at all. So that's why this is a new year. That's why this is a new year. If there's a surprise,
judging him off last year, it was his first year as a starter. He's learned a lot, I think, from that year, and we'll see what he looks like this year against Ohio State as opposed to last year when they played Ohio State.
Are they playing him in Texas?
They are in Texas. They are in Texas this year, but it's not opening weekend. Two things. It's not opening weekend.
Rats.
It's not the opening weekend. It'll be the 12th. So it'll be week 2 of the college football season.
You almost said the NFL season.
Well, it'll be week 1. It'll be week 1
in the NFL. It'll be week 1 in the NFL season. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the stupid question again. Okay. What does KU need to do to be a competitive team in the Big 12?
Run the football.
Say it.
Run the football. I'll give you the real answer. Run the football.
Wow, real answer from Dietz. That's new. It's new.
Yeah.
Boss, I'm looking over the.
Well, we know what the other answer is. They need to quit shooting. They need to quit shooting 3-pointers and start scoring touchdowns.
We couldn't even shoot a 3-pointer last year, so you can't even say that.
Yeah,
I said it.
I'll give you the answer you were looking for. They need to stop throwing alley oops to the other team.
There you go. But also, I think a big thing with KU this year is no Jaden. Or is it Jaden or Jalen? Jalen. No Jalen Daniels, no Devin Neal. You got all your receivers are in the NFL, all your offensive linemen are in the NFL. It's a completely new slate for Lance Leipold. And I think, in my opinion, this is his walk year. This is his year in terms of whether or not he stays at Kansas, whether or not they will let him stay at Kansas overall. That's going to be the big question.
So, in other words, they're going 0-12 with one tie.
In other words, we're not going 0-12 because Oklahoma State still luckily exists. So, we should still be good because, honestly, Oklahoma State recently, they've been terrible. They've been terrible. But we only have 2 goals this year. Beat Mizzou, beat K-State. That's our only 2 goals. If we do both and still lose on the season, not make a bowl, we're still happy.
Beating Kansas State.
That'll be a problem, Droid.
By the way, I'm looking at the September 26th schedule.
Mm-hmm.
There are some heavy hitting games.
Oh yeah.
You got Northwestern and Indiana September 25th.
That's
a Friday nighter.
And that's the opening of the new Ryan Field.
September 26th. Texas, Tennessee.
Oh,
that's going to be a bombshell. Illinois.
What time?
Texas will win 42-2.
And that's noon?
It's a noon game.
Texas wins.
Just a moment. Austin or Knoxville?
Knoxville.
Oh, okay. Texas wins.
It's in Neyland Stadium.
Neyland Stadium.
35-14.
You've got Illinois, Ohio State.
Horseshoe?
In the horseshoe.
In the horseshoe. Oh boy.
Okay. Ohio State wins.
Which means Saiyan is going to go Super Saiyan on us. Yikes.
Ohio State wins 48-0.
You have Oklahoma going to the hedges.
That goes 3 overtimes.
Okay. I'm a little bit dumb. I don't know what the hedges is.
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. You mean the who's that coming? Yeah.
Between
that's
the hedges
not
at Sanford Stadium.
Sanford Stadium.
Sanford Stadium. Okay.
I'll give you the final of
And
that.
that's Georgia versus
98. Georgia 98.
Oklahoma.
Yep.
Georgia is winning that by a long shot.
Georgia 98, Oklahoma 96 in 2 overtimes.
And it's not just my hatred for Oklahoma. It's also the fact that out of the 2 schools that transferred into the SEC, Texas hangs with the SEC more than Oklahoma.
Oklahoma made the playoff last year.
I'll give you the next 2 and their complete rivalry games. Notre Dame, Purdue.
Who cares?
And Oregon.
Purdue. Who cares about Purdue? What the?
It's a rivalry game for them. And
Oregon, Purdue is a basketball school.
How about this one? Oregon, USC.
Oregon at USC at night. That's a big game. That's a big one.
At night? Oh, it's at night. Ooh.
Yeah, it's in the Coliseum.
Vanderbilt, Auburn. That'll be a matchup.
Is that on the Plains or is that in Nashville?
That's in the Plains. That's in Auburn.
That's a Jordan Hare.
Auburn's winning that one, but I think it's going to come down to a final field goal.
And, of course, as Dietz mentioned, the aforementioned South Carolina-Alabama game.
Verify that. Dog, do me a favor. Verify that's in Tuscaloosa.
It is. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
That's going to be a quadruple overtime thriller.
That'll be – well, we'll give our predictions later. Go on.
The last good one I'm looking at, and mind you, these are all probably going to be our prediction games. The last good one I'm actually looking at is going to be Colorado and Baylor.
Pass.
What? That's a good game?
Pass.
The way Colorado and Baylor have been playing, you never know.
Pass.
Not Colorado. Baylor blows Colorado out every single day of the week. Baylor was so much of a better team last year than Colorado.
Yeah, Baylor wins that game 99-1.
Well, I mean, Coach Dion is still there.
Baylor wins that game.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad. 120-1.
They get us. We're kidding as we say this, folks. They get a safety, and then they get a penalty and take a point away.
Nah, they're going to return a point after touchdown.
Oh, good Lord.
We talked about this one. Texas A&M at LSU at Tiger Stadium.
That'll be interesting.
Trinidad Chambliss throws for 600 yards at Florida.
I could see that.
Okay, not
so
600.
correct me if I'm wrong, Deep, but Byron Brown, didn't he come from that USF squad?
He came from South Florida, yes.
South Florida, yep. Yeah, Trinidad Chambliss gets 600 on Florida, and they blow them out in the swamp. Am I going to be wrong about that? Probably. The one game, there is one game this year where me and Dietz are going to fight. That is November 7th at Ryan Field. Why? Iowa at Northwestern. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tape that segment at Starbucks. Wait for Dietz to say something to have me laughing so loud that I will beg him once again not to get me tossed out of Starbucks.
I'll get you tossed out of Starbucks in 2 words in that game. Chip Kelly. I know. Offensive coordinator at Northwestern.
Yeah, I know. Don't bleep and remind me. November 7th says Playmaker is the state of college football. I already mentioned one game that Dietz is going to get me tossed out of Starbucks for. He's going to get me thrown out. I know he's going to get me thrown. Listen, Dietz is going to say something about Chip Kelly, and it's going to do 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to anger me, and I'm going to laugh out loud. Because Dietz has done it before whenever Iowa plays Northwestern.
See, November 7th, Playmaker's right. November 7th is going to be, that's a day, Snowman, you're gonna have to put to put a lot of work in to get that schedule down.
Oh no.
You
Why?
have Oregon going into the horseshoe.
Oh Lord. That's a track
Oregon
meet.
going into the horseshoe to play Ohio State.
That's a track meet.
You have Georgia. You have Georgia at Ole Miss.
That's 2,000 yards of offense. Forget 1,000.
And then you have the game. Then you have the game of the century. LSU at home with Lane Kiffin versus Alabama.
Foul.
No.
Brian, 2-3 calls.
No. You ain't gonna kill me that weekend. No.
All three games are going to be going on.
So you're telling me? So Dietz, you're telling me on November 7th I have a triple header that day?
Triple header. Depends on when they put those games on.
Because they haven't released the conference schedules yet. I don't think the times.
Well, they're not going to do the times till right before the game.
Right, toward the season. Oh God.
I was trying to see who else.
Lane Kiffin at LSU hosting Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma going into the swamp.
No, you can't make me do that.
Oklahoma goes into the swamp. That could be, depending on what we see from Florida. Depending on what we see from Florida, that could easily turn into a game we need to watch.
No,
but like I said, the SEC.
You ain't making me do that.
Game on the SEC
you are not making me do Oklahoma, Florida. No, you ain't making me do that game. No, no. I'll stick that game on Droid.
What? No.
Droid will put the headset on for that game.
I'm not putting no headset on for no bullshit. And for no reason at all. No. That's not how I roll. And you know that's not how I roll. No.
That's how you gonna roll this year. Listen, Dietz, you can't make me do that game.
Listen, just like your favorite audio, that's some bull.
I know.
The only way you'll be doing that game is if two things happen. One is if Oklahoma survives the state fair. If Oklahoma can survive the Texas State Fair and the Red River Shootout, but
that's the week before, isn't it?
Well, that's 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks before. That's 2 weeks before that game.
Okay.
But the week before Florida, Oklahoma, is the largest tailgate party in the world.
Which
Texas,
one?
We got Florida versus Georgia in Jacksonville.
The world's largest outdoor
tailgate party.
The world's where Larry Munson broke his chair in 1980.
Right. But if Oklahoma survives the Red River Shootout and Florida survives the tailgate.
Wait.
When they meet in the swamp, it could be a big deal.
Droid has been banned from covering SEC games, according to Playmaker.
Banned.
Why are you banned? Why, Playmaker? Why are you banning Droid from covering the SEC? Georgia, Florida is in.
Thank you. You have saved me, son. Thank you.
Now hold up a minute.
Georgia, Florida. I need you to verify something for me. From what I'm reading, Georgia, Florida is in Atlanta. In Mercedes.
I'm looking.
It's in Jacksonville.
No, not
I
according
got it
to
on the
what
schedule right here.
Not according to what. Hold on. Here, I'll look this.
No, it is in Atlanta. Yeah, it's being moved to Atlanta. because
It's
they're
in Atlanta.
redoing the field.
They're
'cause
redoing
the field for
the Gator.
Jaguars.
They're rebuilding the Gator Bowl. Right. They're rebuilding.
So they got to move. They got to
So
move the tailgate
they gotta
indoors.
move. Yeah, they got to move it to Atlanta. Playmaker, I need one answer. I need one answer from you. The next 2 years they're rebuilding the Gator Bowl. So Atlanta this year, Orlando next year. Playmaker, I need one answer from you. Why is Droid banned from covering SEC games?
Because he wants to save me the headache.
He wants what?
Gentlemen,
save me the headache.
other updates on that game. From what I am looking at, that November 7th game is being moved to Halloween. And on November 7th, Georgia plays Ole Miss and Florida hosts Oklahoma.
Wait, what?
I am looking at this right now. The annual Georgia-Florida football game is not being played on November 7th. It is scheduled for October 31st at Mercedes-Benz. Instead, Georgia will play Ole Miss and Florida hosts Oklahoma. I am looking at this right now.
They really want to frighten the shit out of us.
So you know what happens? Alabama shows up. Alabama shows up in Oklahoma uniforms. Since it's Halloween, they come. Alabama comes to Florida disguised as Oklahoma.
After what happened in Norman, Oklahoma this past December, would not surprise me one damn bit. Would not surprise me one damn bit. I had some good numbers when I did Alabama, Oklahoma last year. When I covered the playoff period, I had some.
That was the playoff. That was the playoff game.
Yeah.
Now, I've got a question for Playmaker since he's kicking around. Why are you saying I'm going to have a problem with the November 7th slate?
I still want to know why.
Shut
up, Groucho Marx.
You know what I'm
I'd rather be Groucho Marx than be told I look like Weird Al Yankovic.
Somebody actually told you that?
Yes, because my old hair used to go all the way up to the side.
We just went through it, dog. I mean, November 7th is loaded.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means we're gonna have great games to pick.
You know what we do? You know what we do to help split our coverage this year on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. We put Droid in charge. We put just a moment. I'm kidding as I say this.
Hopefully by then, I will have the computer, and we will have the Saturday.
I hope so.
We'll have the Saturday Fifth Down show up and running, and that way we can do the middle. That way I can do the middle game.
Yep.
That way I can do the middle game, but
I want to test Droid. I want to test Droid on a night game. I want to test Droid on a night
I'm going to be too busy with the hockey. Nope.
I never said what game.
I'm going to be too busy being like, and it comes for a Higgy shoot, scores!
Shut up about Verhage, you some.
Well,
Droid has to do. Wait a minute. Droid has to do one SEC game. He's got to do one. You got to do one.
I refuse.
Why?
Well, there is a very special game that we need that we might need Droid to do.
Just a minute. Droid, why won't you cover the SEC?
Because I hate everything to do with the fact that Missouri is in the SEC.
Missouri.
Fair enough.
Missouri is the most northern team in the SEC.
All right. Fair enough.
But there is an interesting game for you, Droid.
Oh no.
Hit me.
Hold on. I gotta grab the schedule again.
No.
Okay, so Playmaker is choosing my SEC schedule this year. Playmaker.
Hold on.
Just a moment.
Droid.
Just a moment. Let me say this to Playmaker. Playmaker, you're on. You choose the game. Just give me a schedule in advance, as far as advance as you can, so I can plan it all out. But Playmaker, you're on.
And Playmaker wants to choose Droid's game too. Oh no.
Oh Lord. I know what game Droid's doing. I know what game Droid's doing.
You know what? Playmaker, you get a tech.
You know
Droid,
what?
are you ready?
As a
You hit
flagrant
me with
foul.
some bullshit, and I walk off.
Kansas versus Arizona State, September 18th. Do you know what? Do you know why that game's important, Droid?
Why?
I'm afraid to ask.
I'm afraid to ask.
Well, if you need help calling the game, you can call up our friend Jen because that game is being played in London.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
Wow. Because you know why I say no? Because I have a lovely grandfather that I am going to be spending my time with for that game.
Droid Playmaker has your game.
All right, I have the tech ready. Don't you play with me, Playmaker.
September 11th, Missouri at Kansas.
Tech.
Keep going.
You know what? Here's the thing. I will call that game if not only Brian joins me, but Blake comes on.
You and Blake do that one. Let me see what Playmaker. What is your first SEC game for me? I want to see that. I want to see. We need to see.
Hold on. I just got some gaming news. Give me a second.
What now?
I want to see what Playmaker has.
The 99 Club has been released.
Who cares?
The 99 Club for Madden?
Yes.
All right, I'm listening. Who do you got?
All right, so it features 6 players this time.
Okay.
Oh, they went down on it this year.
We have 2 QBs.
Given.
A tight end.
Okay.
Given.
2 wide receivers.
That's 5.
Not surprised.
And a defensive end.
That's a little shocking.
It's not when you know the player who got selected.
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
Yep, there you go. Miles Garrett earns the nod after a record-breaking 23 sack campaign and DPOI.
Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen are in there.
Correct on only one.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen has received the 99 honor.
Who's the other?
He was traded from Detroit in a 1-for-1.
No,
Stafford.
no. Matthew Stafford is not a 99 rated player.
He is a 99 overall in Madden NFL 27.
To the radio station, to the radio
No,
station.
dog. No, stop. No.
And Pat Mahomes isn't.
What is this?
Oh yeah, he had an ACL tear that took him out for half the year.
Yeah,
What is
but
this
that
for?
doesn't affect your Madden. That doesn't affect your Madden rating. Like, Madden,
let's
what
go
are we doing?
Let's go back to college football here. Playmaker has my.
We still got a couple more.
Wait a minute. Playmaker has my first 3 games this year for college football. September 5th, Tiger Stadium, Clemson at LSU.
Wrong.
The week after that, Oklahoma at Michigan or Ohio State at Texas. And
I like Ohio State, Texas.
I'll do Ohio State, Texas.
Well,
and the week after on the 19th, are you effing kidding me? I'm not doing that one. No.
Florida State at Alabama? Hell no.
Listen,
give me this,
the
but
tight end
just a moment.
Dietz is gonna make you upset.
Tight end.
Who is it, Mr. Taylor Swift?
No.
It's not Kelsey.
It's not Kelsey. Who is
It's
it?
not Kittle.
I figured it wasn't Kittle. Kittle was injured.
Who's that one in Oakland?
Bowers.
Brock Bowers?
No, it ain't Bowers.
Not Brock Bowers. He's
Give me the
too young.
team.
He's too young
Give me
to
the-
get. He's too
give me the
young to
team.
get a 99.
Who is it?
It is third or fourth year tight end sensation Trey McBride.
Arizona. Arizona.
Got a 99.
Trey McBride is a 99 overall.
Man,
are we bleeping kidding?
Man,
I am not joking.
Man, Trey McBride sucks more than Kyler Booty Murray.
And then Justin Jefferson's got to be on the.
All right, so who's the wide?
Who are the wide receivers?
Not Jay Jatas.
Okay.
One has the storied white boy quarterback in the AFC North.
What?
Who?
Joe Burrow.
Oh, so Chase.
Jamar Chase
is on there. Yeah, Jamar Chase is on there.
And Super Bowl champion.
I'm not surprised that he got it.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. So your full roster is Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Trey McBride, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Jamar Chase, and Myles Garrett are your 99 overalls.
Stafford and the tight end I completely disagree with. That's complete crap.
But
dear Madden, use a troll.
Troll!
Use a troll.
Troll!
Use a troll. I said that use a troll.
Roll. Hey, EA, shut up.
But Snowman.
By the way,
to Playmaker.
For that list, just a moment, Dietz. For that list.
This is filth.
Oh no.
Playmaker wants you to cover convicts versus Catholics.
Hell no.
No. Convicts versus Catholics. I see the graphic.
At Notre Dame Stadium.
Yes.
Are you out of your rabbit ass rat picking mind?
Yes, I love it.
Why do y'all want me to cover Miami and Notre Dame?
Because it's one of the ultimate games.
Well, there's two reasons. There's two reasons Snowman can't cover that game, or if he does cover that game, he's gonna need some help.
Okay, I have one main reason I cannot cover Miami and Notre Dame, and it's pretty simple. Her name is Jody Snow. Period.
What? You don't want you to cover that game?
Here's the reason, Snowman. Here's the reason you need somebody to cover that game.
Jody's a graduate of Indiana. And besides, I used to live near South Bend. No.
Well, just ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question. Who's in South Bend? Who's in South Bend Stadium? Who sits atop South Bend Stadium?
Touchdown, Jesus.
So when the quarterback drops back to pass and they throw the ball to Jesus Christ, they can actually throw it to him.
You could be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
Jesus Christ is in the middle of the
field. He throws to, "Oh, Jesus Christ."
You know what, Dietz? Do we have a kickoff time? Playmaker, is there a kickoff time for that game? Is that?
That's not going to be a 1:00 game. That's got to be prime time.
That's got to be. So the first 4 games. Okay, so since Playmaker's picking my season games, keep them coming, Playmaker. You got.
I will never trust Playmaker to pick my games ever again.
Oh, I already got yours.
But
that's a good one.
Hold on, because I had something for Playmaker because Playmaker gave you a game, Clemson at LSU.
Yes.
If you go back on the station and go back to rewind the clock 1 year ago, for who called LSU
you did that game.
Clemson.
You did that game.
That was my game. That was my game. So if anybody's calling that game, it's gonna be me.
I did you a favor by picking your.
Hold on.
Playmaker says, "Droid, I did you a favor by picking your team."
Yeah, but I also need to call one game outside of my team, to where I have no bias on either side.
Okay,
Because if I'm gonna be calling Kansas, it's gonna be touchdown Missouri, and then touchdown Kansas.
Okay, so you go. Okay, I got one for you. You call Miami Notre Dame with the boss.
No.
Oh, come on.
Because Brian's gonna be the one saying touchdown Notre Dame, touchdown Miami.
We're not talking about
right.
LeBron James's
He's
career
right,
here.
but he's right though. But he's right.
Touchdown Notre Dame.
Touchdown to Jesus Christ.
I could so see myself repeating Dietz's phrase.
Oh, that's
Miami Notre Dame game.
That's November 11th. No, November. That's November 7th. November 7th is Convicts versus Catholics.
So yeah, I need at least one SEC game.
That's a prime. If that's a prime,
which isn't a sleeper, something that people will just be like, oh, A&M and like LSU are playing, cool, and then they just shut off the TV. I need something that at least has flavor.
Okay, Texas A&M LSU September 26th. There you go.
I'm done.
Android walks off.
I literally said something that's not like A&M LSU, where it's going to be touchdown LSU, touchdown LSU, touchdown LSU. I'm going to be sick of saying it.
No, you won't.
You're already sick of saying it. Let's be real.
Do you remember A&M LSU from what, 5 years ago?
I think so.
When it was 7 overtime.
74-72 LSU.
I could not. Listen, Dietz, if I could barely stay up for a quadruple overtime game against the Carolina Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Final, I'm not staying up for 7 overtime periods for college football.
Look, we could go on forever, guys, but boss, I know you got things to do. We got to wrap this up.
You know what? A&M beat LSU 2 years straight. You know what? How fun would it be to get Droid to do an SEC game?
Terrible.
It's got to be. I know the game Droid can cover. I have it.
What is it?
Wow.
What is it?
Oklahoma and Michigan.
Ooh.
Oklahoma and Michigan.
You want the Kansas boy?
Yes.
To call an OU game?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want the boy that grew up in the backwoods of southern Kansas?
Yes.
To call. And look, I didn't say Southern Mississippi because I would be quoting Dr. K. But
get out
you
of my
want
head.
somebody whose father grew up in the backwoods of Georgia to call Oklahoma, Michigan.
Because I already
know. God Almighty!
I know. I already know what Droid's gonna do. I already know.
Get on to it.
He's gonna turn into. He'll turn into Jim Ross.
God Almighty! It's a slobber knocker.
Fine, Droid. If you don't want to do that one, I got a back-to-back for you.
Damn it! You mentioned me. I now need my Skittles.
Friday, November 27th, Texas versus Texas A&M.
No, that's
and
mine.
then Saturday, Oklahoma versus Missouri.
2 teams I equally hate and 2 teams I equally like to watch. I'll take it.
He'll take it. Okay.
Boss, get us out of here, please.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing Ohio State. I'm definitely doing Ohio State, Texas. Definitely doing that. So yeah, I want the Kansas boy to cover Oklahoma, Michigan in the big house.
By God, it's gonna be a slobber knocker. Get me out of here, please.
We all gonna have slobber knockers. Have a great Monday. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We hope y'all are too. Touchdown, Kansas City. We're out.
Where's my barbecue?
Shut up. We're out. See you tomorrow. Yankees and White Sox begin a 4-game series tonight. Yours truly will have the call. Our pregame coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern time. So long, everybody.
He's getting whipped like a government mule.
Yeah, just like the Bruins will all year. Bye.